Testing streaming to Rumble. Evening.
Right. Testing the volume on that, testing the volume on that, testing volume, testing volume, testing volume, and blah blah blah. Right. Good evening to everyone who's watching live and those who may be watching later. To Racing Rivals Sprint and Endurance Championship, round 2 of season 2 of the 2026 season already. A whack out the seasons, this lot. So we have a 5-minute sprint, followed by a 10-minute sprint in these cars, which is this SUV Allure 21 thing. I don't know what it is, some sort of Peugeot, I think. But they are fully tuned, because all you have to do is make sure it reaches 21 brake horsepower, 977 kilos. So that'd be more power and less weight, you can be certain, than that thing has in real life. And you can tune the hell out of it. You can do whatever you like, so long as it meets those requirements. So you can put aero on, you can do the suspension, power upgrades and so on, as well as setting up the car to however you like. So pretty unique amongst sim racing communities, Racing Rivals and Tomorrow Midge Makes, who do the same thing, all part of the AutoCare Discord server, and they're always looking for drivers. So if that interests you, using a niche part of Gran Turismo, where you can actually tune cars up and then race them, because very few communities actually do that. They mostly do the GT cars, the GR cars, 1, 2, 3 and 4 groups, which is boring after a while. So anyway, that's what they do. You're not allowed to do engine swaps though, and nitrous is available to the bottom 3 in the championship, so that mixes things up a bit as well. No tyre wear, no fuel burn for the sprint races. It's just an all-out sprint. At Dragon Trail Gardens forwards, so just should actually run through the championship positions. For whatever reason, Lightstream isn't working, so I'm having to do this without nice looking overlays. Let's have a look. Where are we? Okay, general chat. I want to be in season standings. Right, so we have Mist leading the championship. Is Mist in the room yet? No. I assume he's going to be here. He's leading on 65 points, and it's quite a big lead by its championship standards. The second is Summerus on 57. Yep, he's in the room. We've got Scary Biker in third. Yep, he's there on 55. 52 points is Smithy. Yep, saw it. Warrior is fifth on 46. I haven't seen Warrior yet either, so I assume he's going to be joining a bit later, possibly. And then we've got Snowman 6th on 44. Yep, he's there. I got Gear Kayla 7th on 38. He's there. Got Grandad in 8th on 36 points. He's there. And then we got Chris on 32 points in 9th place. Chris is there. And then we've got Ricky on 28 points in 10th. And Speed Freak 11th. He's there as well, on 28 as well. So that be your standings. I'm guessing we're waiting for Joey. I don't know who Joey is. Must be a new guy coming in, testing out championship. We'll find out how he's getting on in a sec then, actually. So there might be 2 yet to join. I might just ask that, actually. Who is it? Mist and... I've forgotten. God, forgotten already. Terrible. Warrior. Just ask that question. Right, let's have a look, see what's going on then. So, I hate SUVs, I hate Peugeots. I'm glad I'm not driving this car. So, we got some are setting a pace at the moment then. Doesn't necessarily mean the absolute pace, because they'd have done plenty of practice as well. So, I'll always look at the rev counters, have an idea of what mods they got. So, he's revving to about just over 6.5. Get Kayla, you can see he's revving past 7, so he's got more peaky, revvy setup, but very little boost pressure. Summerus will have more torque, but obviously more torque can mean not quite so drivable. I think this is front wheel drive, this thing, so yeah, I'm not expecting it to be able to deal with loads of power. I mean, it wouldn't have come with an LSD, but I'm sure. Oh, so Joey is Warrior. He just has a name change. Did I just see that right? Okay. I did wonder who he was. He's changed his name. As you can do on this. So I don't know who else might be coming, but that may be it then. Okay, alright, fair enough. Don't know why Miss can't make it. It's needing a championship will certainly go, and they'll be struggling to get that back as well, I suspect. That'll be a challenge for him. So, well, we've got Git Caleb still not running a livery. He's having a little bit of a, so might be able to see a pace difference here in straight line speed. Oh, wrong keyboard. No, it's not, it's the right keyboard. Oh, I know why. I haven't plugged my PlayStation keyboard in. That's why. That's why I got none of that going on. Because let's sort that out. So I was going to look sort of Joe. That's better. That's better. I can flick directly to him now. Good job I tested that. But anyway, didn't get to see the pace difference because I was faffing around. What's the time? Oh, we've got a couple of minutes yet then. So yeah, anyway, Dragon Trail. Oh, actually, it's in reverse. Okay. No, it's not. It's forwards. Forwards. I hate it. Forwards. In reverse, this is a good track. In forwards, it's pretty pants. Always sort of reminds me of Magny-Cours, though, in France real track. It's probably inspired by that. Similar sort of selection of straights and corners. Simulating a lot of corners as well, Magny-Cours. Anyway, Dragon Trail Gardens has a similar idea. Oh, we've got, who's that? Muscling there, why is it? Scary Biker. And, well, Joey, I'm going to have to school Warrior Joey now. That's right. I saw someone else pop in the chat. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, it's 30. I was looking at the year. 2026, 4 minutes. No, that's the year, not the time. Alright, so I think sorry, didn't realise the time there. Let's go back to that. Yeah, the only good bit is these four right-handers. Sort of hit the apex on the first one ish, miss it on the second one, not by that much. Hit the third one, hit the fourth one. Always mistake is to get in the power too early or try and hold too much speed, as Summers did. And the second, let's see if Scary can get it right. So hit that one. Oh, he's going to hit that one as well, and hit that one, and early on the power to get that one. It's not particularly different in reverse, but the rest of the track's way better. Anyway, let's go in the middle of the grid somewhere. Let's follow Grandad. I think these are front wheel drive. I see traction control on some of them. Oh, we've got NOS. We've got Speed Freaks running NOS. This is reverse championship order. Go. Should be anyway. So, Smithy's coming out and having a look early, but it looks like pretty clean and even start from most of them. Yep, Smithy has had the best run. He might even get third here. He has. but everyone looks like they're making it through pretty safe. So Ricky is making a run for it, and he usually gets taken out in turn 1. So one way not to get taken out in turn 1 is to leg it. And we got Chris and Snowman battling on that chicane. I didn't see if they were riding the sausage curb or trying to miss the sausage curb. So we've got Smithy right in the back of Ricky already. He's having a look at the hairpin, but nothing doing there. And we've got Snowman and Scary going side by side. Gear Kayla's in the mid-pack. Grandad started 4th, is down in 7th, side by side with Chris. But he's managed to hold him off. So Joey, actually, he's going to have to hold him off though. So have a look at the front again. Oh, I thought I saw someone going right off the track there. Well, they brought some dirt on him. Might have been Scary Biker, actually. He's going off there for sure. He might have dirty tyres, so that might have been him. He went wide and get Caleb roughing him up big time then as well. So anyway, Smithy has managed to get past Ricky. Guessing it was into those 4 left, the 4 right-handers. Joe goes with D. Summerus might be able to have a good exit. No, not quite. Kayla is just drifting, probably on a better exit actually, past Snowman. Could also have a car with more straight line speed. Bit of speed freak with a penalty. So Smithy is now starting to build a decent lead. Now we're 5 minutes. Oh, Ricky somehow kept that together. But he's going to get swamped on the exit though. Yeah, so Gear Kane is going through even though he's got a penalty. Summerus as well. But Summerus is trying to go. Well, he's going to have to get around the outside if he's going to manage it. No, he's not. Snowman and Scary and even Grandad all bottling right up. So Ricky's been a bit of a bottleneck here. Smithy is gone. Kale is still going to be in amongst that because he's going to get a penalty in a minute. Oh, Ricky's got a penalty as well. So the bottleneck may shortly come to an end. So we go around these 4 corners. There's always someone who tries to get on the power too soon, and then we got the penalty gate right up here, which Gear Kayla has now gone through. And Snowman, yeah, I think was trying to get too close, so he's gone deep, and that's going to let Summerus up the inside. Nice and opportunistic. And look at this lot, they're all still together. We've got Grandad and Joey side by side. Joey's going to have that done. Yeah, Smithy's got this nicely under control, I think. We're at nearly 4 minutes, so yeah, it should be last lap, shouldn't it? So get Kayla second, Summerus, Snowman, Scary and Joey together, Grandad and Warrior together. Oh, sorry, not. It's Ricky, not Joey. So there's all these last attempts to try and gain a place or two. But it looks like it might be stringing out a little bit just as they start getting towards the end of the lap. So top 3 look pretty set. Get Kayla's lost out somewhere. Where's he gone? Oh no, he's not. He's in second. Need to look at that leaderboard. Yeah, okay, so it's the first 3 set. And it's still these battles about how many places can Ricky hold on to. Let's go back to Smithy. I'm going to cross the line. His lead did come down, so I don't think he'll be setting fastest lap. Spoke too soon, but this will be faster. Yeah. And that was faster, but not fast enough. Oh, to the line. Looks like Chris is just going to beat Ricky over the line. So Geert Kahler did claim an extra point for fastest lap. Have a quick look through that. So as usual, it's all about not losing it somewhere. Otherwise you'll never make up the time again in the sprint race. But Smithy wins, he'll take that. Geert Kahler win plus fastest lap, which he would have needed. So I think Sommerus is second in the championship, so he will be leading it, I think, now with the podium. And we got Snowman, Scary, Grandad and Joey were trying to maintain as many positions as they could. Chris, Ricky and Speed Freak at the back. So what happens now is this changes to 10 minutes. Everything else is the same. So maybe some people might adjust the setup still. With experience, it tends to take a few races before you actually zone in with a car. Oh, I'm going to clear that ad as well while I'm at it. Yep, so I think Grandad's probably just noting down these finishing positions. Fair spread of lap times, but then, you know, sprint race, very easy not to get a clear lap at all. In fact, the fastest lap often goes down to the person with the who wasn't being molested by some of the cars throughout the course of the 3 laps they generally get. Anyway, so yeah, we now got 10 minutes. Oh, hang on, we've got these are the changes. Yeah, okay. So just pretty much needs to set the grid, which will be Grandad's job, in the same reverse championship order as the first sprint race. And then they'll go. So they probably won't even get a full warm-up lap. It could be enough to just practice things like this chicane. Is anyone coming up to it? No, we've got someone going backwards around the track though. That was good use of the curb by Geert Kahler. You've got to use all of it. See what he's doing. Use that one, hold it tight, get right over to the right hand side to take that, and then again not use all of the track but come back because you want to take a sweep in apex for that corner, which sets you up for almost a dab of the brakes. Yeah, this car looks like it turns heavily on the brakes and nose heavy, isn't it? Typical front wheel drive car if it is a front wheel drive car. It looks like a front wheel drive car. Oh, I wonder if Grandad's asking me if I'm good to go. Yes, sorry mate. Back. Double apex for the last corner, ride that outside curve as much as you can. It's about doubling that apex so you're running out onto there naturally. Gonna be pretty hard. So, get these stats back up. Let's watch Smithy off the line. He had a good start last time. He might have a bit more trick on his LSD, maybe. Or it could just be reaction times. Go. Oh, that's pretty even again. Although Smithy may have had a slightly better start than Grandad. It looks like he's going for that inside again. And he has got it. So he's getting the better starts. But out in front, Speed Freak has maintained his gap over Ricky this time. I think he was on pole, wasn't he? Into the chicane. Anyone getting done on corner cuts? don't see it. So Ricky and Speed Freak battle for first rights into that hairpin, but it looks like they're going to be following each other anyway. So we've got Summerus trying to take several places in one go, I think, now, and he's got away with nearly all of it. And now look at this for a all bottlenecked right up, and it's gonna be some side by side, I think, in these selection of corners. Yet Snowman's trying it. Summerus is trying to hold the inside. Chris is going to be forced out wide, but they're all still staying on the track. Oh, a bit of bumping and barging, but it's all good. Now, who's going to be on the outside for these section of corners? Because if you're on the outside, you can easily touch that red bit, and then you're sailing wide. But everyone's got through as well. So Chris is going to lose a load of places, even at that just half-second penalty. Speed Freak has almost broken the gap, but Ricky's gone straight on. I don't think he got hit by Summerus there, I don't know. I can actually maybe catch a replay of that, but replays in these sprint races, you just don't get to see them because there's too much going on. They're going to save one. Anyway, Scary going down the inside of Smithy, trying to probably recover a place, I'm guessing. So Smithy's got a nose, a bumper, no, alongside, but not quite. So he's got to follow through. Is he going to straddle this? No, you want to straddle if you can. That sausage curb on the inside, it'll give you such a speed boost down that straight. Oh no, Speed Freak was making a break for it, but Summerus has caught him up. Oh, and actually it gives him a little bit of a punt. That looked like lag, but whose lag it was, I'm not too sure. Looks like Summerus is going to let Speed Freak back past though, so well done. But that's going to leave him open to Scary, who is... leave him open to Scary, leave him open to the Snowman and Smithy as well. He's going to get... I can't say the R word. He's going to get skinned by half the field, just because he had to lift, and that's what happens in a sprint race. Speed Freak's been shuffled wide, but he's going to get away with it. Kayla touched a bit of red on that outside, but he's got away with it. So now Scary leads, and we've got Snowman looking right up the back, and he's going down the inside, and he's going deep, and Scary's going to get switched back on him, and it's still all nose to tail chaos. So Summerus, who was challenging for the lead, now is trying to regain fourth place, which I think he's going to do. Ricky's lost the toe, so he's going to be out of it. He can't gain that much time, not unless there's a mass sort of squabble and pile up, which it could easily be. Keeping it all pretty close. Yeah, it looks like I saw Kayla straddle that sausage curb, but it hasn't given him a run down the straight though. I thought it might. So Smithy now having a look at Speed Freak. He should be able to get down the inside. Oh, and he's going to run into Snowman. And what's he going to do there? He's going to lift, I think, and let Snowman back through. If he does, he's going to come under massive attack, just like he saw Summerus. That is alright. Oh, let's get Kayla going down the inside of Speed Freak and Summerus, is he? Sort of. He's got the pace, yep, he's managed to hold the momentum, keep the momentum. So you go around the quadruple right-hander, and it looks like everyone again is going to get through that. And it might not have the power to understeer out, you know, but he should always end up using all the track. So Scary's broken a toe. Snowman is going to go side by side with Smithy, just keeping it together. So this lot, are they going to work together to try and catch Scary Biker, or are they just going to battle? Soon find out. Mostly in these sprint races, every man for himself. So I think that's, so we've got the pack divided a bit now. So we got 2nd to 6th, and look like they're in the battle for that 2nd spot. People bouncing over the curbs. Grandad's probably hit too much and he's not quite going to go round, but that's going to put him at the back and that's going to put him out of it. So then there really was 6. Did I see someone with a penalty? Yeah, it's Gear Kayla. And I bet that was riding that sausage curb too much. Fine line. If you get it right, it's worth half a second. Get it wrong, it's a penalty, or it's bouncing off the curbs up in the air. Scary's leads come down. Even though he's setting fastest sectors, you've got to assume Smithy is going faster still. 141 saw in the first race. Probably the only clear lap. And we're in the 143s here because everyone's just taking time off each other. And no one can make a break. Skip Kayla takes his penalty, loses the 3rd place he'd recently gained. Speed Freak and Snowman are going to go for a battle into the final corner. Double apex. Can Snowman get back up the inside? He can. Should be able to make that into turn 1. Yeah, so Smithy has indeed set a 141 lap time. Pretty much, probably only the real clear lap. So Snowman has got past Speed Freak, but Speed Freak is certainly having a look into the chicane, and he's gone down the inside and he has held it. Yeah, good straddling of the curb by Gear Kayla and Summerus there, I think. So back to the front. Scary still has that lead, but it's within that 3/4 of a second slipstream range. Smithy's had a good, I was about to say, he's had a good line into that corner and Scary didn't. And is he going to get down the inside? Ooh, yeah, is Scary going to send it the inside there? He looks like he is a bit. Smithy has to go wide. He's going to go tight round here. Scary can cut back on the outside. Summerus says, keep on scrapping, boys. So now suddenly top 3 all together. Good stuff. Gear Kayla is not out of it, but I think now we're down to 4 for the win. The front group, so Scary now attacks Smithy again. Summerus is hoping they take time off each other. Yeah, there's one down. Oh, a bit of side by side. Safe there though. So will Scary attempt to send it down in turn 1? There's not much he can do in turn 1 and this track's crap this way round. No, he's backed out of it. In fact, Gear Kayla is looking down the inside. And now Scary's looking down the inside. And he's going to get him as well. And, rubs Summerus a bit. And then Scary's go wide. It's going to be tight over the sausage curb, but they've all got through. Oops. Smithy is, yes, he's got it. He's got the 3/4 of a second. So if Summerus is going to catch him, it's not going to be due to slipstream. Oh, what happened there, director? So I was going to say Gear Kayla was having a look down Summerus, I think, but instead, Scary Biker's going to attack him. We've got another little pack there, but that's about all. Yeah, what we got? Oh, it's the last lap. Oh, last lap already. Oh, right. That went quick. That may even finish like that. And yeah, Smithy's got the gap. He just needs to hold a couple of decent corners. Scary's gone deep on that slippery bit. And I think Gear Kayla will have a slightly better exit. He's just switched into 3rd, but Scary can send that. It's all going to be... No, he's going to back out. Oh no, it's not. Gear Kayla's gone too deep. Oops. And Scary's going to go through and take the final podium, so Smithy wins. And Summerus 2nd. That should be good for his championship points. Scary third. Gear Kayla fourth. Good effort. Snowman and Speed Freak to the line. I don't think Speed Freak just got him. About 23 thousandths of a second by the looks of it. And we've got Joey, Ricky, Chris coming home in ninth. Yeah, these lot. Say, Grandad, like I said, he spun half spin, and you get to the back, you stay at the back. That's the nature of a sprint race. Wow, that was chaotic. Almost too much service going on. So give Kayla fastest lap again. 141.4. So made a few more 141 laps. It's just clear laps. That's all you need to get fastest lap. Anyway, Smithy wins again. Did he win the first one? I think he did, didn't he? I've forgotten already. Too much going on. Summerus was second. Scary third. So Summerus will be comfortably leading the championship, I think, now then. Gear Kayla fourth. Fastest lap, extra point. Speed Freak, Snowman, and Joey, I think, were in the next pack. And Ricky, Chris, and Grandad were definitely off the pack. Whoa. Right, so now we get reset for the endurance race, which is in... I've lost my splash screen because Lightstream isn't working properly. Don't know what's wrong with that server. So I can have a look at the season briefing. It's in that Corvette, I think, isn't it? C6. Season briefing. It is. We're going to find out in a minute anyway. Yeah, so it's that Corvette C6 ZR1. So radically different car. So we've got 30 minutes. Endurance, random weather. Still allow full setup, but we got tyres and fuel consumption on, and I've got alarms going off everywhere. And 639 brake, 1100 kilos, so totally different car. Got to use the hard and soft tyres. Another alarm going off. All right. Yeah, got to use the hard and soft tyres. Oh, I've got 2 cold cups of tea as I go and make them. Didn't get a chance to sip any of that. I think still get NOS for the bottom 3. You want to have that option. And that's that. So what I usually do. Oh, it also rains here as well, and that looks quite hazy. Don't think there'll be any rain coming up, but yeah, random weather, it can rain. Doesn't rain quite that often though. So this car looks a little bit more fun to drive. What I saw last time, it was good on softs, but a bit twitchy on mediums. And I find that extra twitchy on the hards. So anyway, I'm going to pick a victim. At random, let's pick Joey, aka Warrior, while I do my comfort brake stuff. What was I doing on the screen? Right, let's have a look. See what we can see. Ad running apparently. Anyway, so yeah, this car seems like quite a beast. So we got Kayla setting the pace at the moment. Guessing that was on the softs. Got an idea of tyre wear somewhere. That's front limited. So it looks like people are trying the soft tyres. I'm guessing the longer you can stay on the softs, the better. Because those, not just those hards, of course, being slower, but I don't think fuel was an issue. And if it was twitchy on the mediums, it's going to be well twitchy on the hards. Yeah, sometimes that's down to the track though. Track surface, some track surfaces are slippery. So let's see what people are doing through the chicane. So Chris straddled that curb, didn't that one. Someone else going through, not going to get there quick enough. No. But it looks like Joey came out of that pretty well. So Ricky going in. Can't see if he got the second one. He's playing safe. Grandad coming through. He's playing safe as well. Snowman. There's someone right behind him, scary biker. Well, he's got out of it. I think they're both gonna have... Yeah, probably compromised each other's laps. So what we got? We've got Summerus getting to 29s. No, it's only a bit over a tenth slower than Kayla at the moment, so that looks promising. Yeah, straddled that curb spot on. You watch him get fastest sector just by doing that alone. Oh, not quite fastest for him though. Gotta straddle that curb. You've got to be pretty much, I wouldn't say millimetre perfect, but inch perfect, I would say. And a little bit too much, you're bouncing off the track. Not quite enough, you're bouncing off the track. A little bit too much and a little bit too much, and you're getting a penalty. Chris has gone in too hot there. So again, I can go on this view and have a look at rev counters and torques. So no turbos. Don't know if they can add superchargers to this. Would you even need to get 640 brakes? What's this car standard? Probably about 600. There might not be that much difference. You see Summerus is struggling to get an ideal track position. You want to hit that curb. That was pretty decent, and but he didn't quite straddle that then. Look, it's gone right out to that outside curb as a result. Yeah, get Kayla with a radically different, even sounding engine. 8,000 RPM on the rev counter. Sommerus has got 6.5. That's some considerably different mods. Get Kayla's gone for peaky power. Appears to work. Now let's go out on track. Joey's in a little more torquey setup then. This is Chris. Scary's sort of a bit in between the both. But the second, third fastest lap is on the hard. It's 2 seconds. That's pretty good actually. Oh, that was close. Yeah, it's about a second per tyre compound generally on these cars and tracks, so it's probably a bit more than that as well, although Sommerus has just done a 28.6 on pretty used tyres. A lot of fuel gone down though. So Scary now 2.5 seconds off. That's still similar pace on the softs, I would say. So it looks like we've got, well, I'll just make sure he's not saying, I'm just going to go, in case I forget. Smithy, is Smithy back? Smithy had to do some sort of break. Seems to be sat in the pits, not doing a lot. Well, this car has a heads-up display for speed, doesn't it? Oh, it's so useful for VR, that is. This would be a good car to use in VR. Just be able to see that. And it's in miles per hour as well. Cars you can use effectively in VR are so selective. I'll be able to maximise this car if I can tell what my speed is there. Get Kayla into the 27s. See, it's suddenly Scary Biker's speed on the hard isn't looking so good. Oh, that's a seriously revvy car. Trouble is in VR, the rev counter only goes up to 7, and he's got a car which revs way past that. On this view, it's revving to 8. Although he's short shifting. So that's a problem you get in VR. All you've got is that rev counter. If you've modified the car, it's shifting at a different point, but where? The needle goes to 7.5. And a bit too much, and he's gonna hit the rev limiter. Donuts. So I think we've got people messing around now. They might be practicing starts, I don't know. Sommer's testing that with traction control, then he's turning it off, look. So he had traction control on that and then turned it off, so yeah, he might, I mean, I'll practice his starts surely on fresh tyres, I don't know. Unless he's simulating fresh hards on worn softs. I'm all good to go. I'm just going to check the chat. Oh, we are about to go. Good, good, good. 30 minutes and got to use hards and softs in quite a beast of a car. It can be modified any way you like. They'll have loads of aero, because that comes for free when you only have power and weight limits and not PP. Anyone running NOS? This is in sprint race finishing order. No one is running any NOS. So go mid-pack somewhere. Let's watch Snowman off the line. Go. And someone at the back's had a good start. I think that's probably Chris, isn't it? Yeah, he's got a couple of places there straight away. So Smithy leads into turn 1. Someone's running wide. Don't know who that was in a black car. It's a scary biker. He looked like he might have had pace in practice in the hards. Don't know. So Summerus rode that curve perfectly and took Smithy at the same time. That's how you do it. And get Kale up to 3rd. So, and he's going to have a go at Smithy. He's seen him and has left room, and is going to hold 3rd as a result. I heard squealing tyres, but I think, yes, Chris has gone wide and he's going round. But in an endurance race, it's less devastating. I mean, for possibly getting podiums and stuff. So top 3, Snowman, top 4, look like they're in a pack. Scary is possibly going around the outside of Joey there, on the hard tyres as well. Is he leading hard tyre runner? Softs. Looks like he is. Oh, and he's being attacked by Joey again. See, this is Scary's going to hate this, because this is going to cost him time, and he probably aware that Joey's on softs. Possibly, and by battling, she's Smithy somehow held that. I suspect that was too much curb on the exit. So Sommerus and Gear Kayla together, and they are breaking away as a 3-second gap to Snowman. And Scary is still having to deal with Joey. Does he try and stay ahead? Does he let him go? If he lets him go, will he hold him up? That's the nature of strategies in endurance racing. Nope, looks like Ricky's recovering from an off. So what we got? A 1-second gap. Too early to really tell difference in tyres and fuel. Lower revving cars in this game generally do better on fuel, so that might come into it versus the peaky cars. I've got Smithy again using loads of curb and clipping the wall. He needs to calm down. Well, Sommerus looks like he's pulling away. Yeah, by a couple of tenths on that lap. So where's Scary's pace of 31.0 versus a mid-28, and Joey is still battling with him. Even the battling is just costing him time. I think, there's a slide on the curbs. How did he hold that? He held that because he's got steering assist on, counter steering assist. Comes into good effect for stuff like that. So yeah, Sommerus does look like he's pulling away. Snowman looks like he is going to start coming under attack from Joey, so maybe Joey was being held up. And that means Scary might come under attack from Grandad now. The hards and softs, there's going to be quite a difference, and I'm guessing the hards are available because of that quadruple high speed ish right-hander that they're just going through. So we've got more front right wear by the looks of it though on both of these two. So I didn't imply the left-handers are more of a problem. So Sommerus was clipping the curb there, and it's lost him 4 tenths. And we do have Gear K nearly into the 127s. May come as the fuel comes down. So yeah, we've got Joey is now caught Snowman. We've got Scary and Grandad almost joining battle together in the background. So Scary's gone deep, so that has now battle joined. So Joey can smell a podium position here. What can he do about it? Yeah, Snowman's gone deep, but you can't really get through there. You just have to make sure you get the better exit. Just have to lift on the exit of that corner as well. Is he going? Nope, just looking down the inside. Oh, Snowman's gone deep though. And there's not a lot he can do except get the better exit. Too eager on the power. Even with the assists, you can see how much time that cost him. Scary's in the 130s on those hard tyres. Smithy's had of course he had a disaster lap, he made a couple of mistakes on that lap, didn't he? And so he's running wide as well, so Speed Freak is getting interested. Both on the softs. Yeah, right, so not quite slipstream range. Oh, it is now. One good corner. So the peaky car Giocaino is actually using less fuel. It might even be because he doesn't know where to shift though, because he's short shifting. And that. If Sommerus is short shifting, it's not by much. Oh, Sommerus has gone off. That was, I was about to say. Oh, wrong. Oh, I'm gonna miss that as well, aren't I? No, I just saw the tail end of it. Wrong keyboard. Got two keyboards on one desk here. It gets a bit messy. So can Sommerus regain this lead? He's straddled that curb well. Better exit. He's picked up a half a hundredth, but looks like Giocaino has more straight line speed, or does he? Possibly a little bit. So this battle for the win is gonna have to be resolved on track, I would say. There's a big four-way joinage, I think. A bit of a pack from third downwards. And Joey's sort of eking away. Scary still on those hards. He's probably hoping to make something like round about 18 minutes, I'm guessing, on those. Depends how long these softs last. Oh, Giocaino's gone deep as well now. Get the right keyboard. He's just going to go outbraked himself and sort of kept his foot in. He may get a penalty for that. No, he's got away with it. So this battle continues. Yes, you can see the two different techniques there. So Sommerus is going for the straddle of the curb, the sausage curb, and Giocaino is playing it safe. If you could straddle the sausage curb lap after lap after lap, it works. But if you hit it, probably even just once, what you gain by straddling it will all go. It's one of those calculated risks. Look to work there because he's picked up time and might actually be starting to gap Giocaino a bit as a result. He's got very slightly better front tyre wear and rear tyre wear actually. So Sommerus often does this. Seems to look after his tyres pretty well. Kayla save more fuel. So we're going to get any pit stops, 10 minutes on the softs. Looks like Summerus has taken a tighter line, that tells me he's going in, he is, but Kayla's staying out. Right, so tyre offset on the strategies. Joey, I'm guessing, is going to stay out, because those tyres look pretty decent. In fact, he could probably do, I mean, if he can get another 2 laps or so over Kayla and Summerus, he could play himself in. Snowman's tyres are a bit ropey. And there's a crossover point now in the hards. Back straight away, so good position. So what's that? It's about 18-19 seconds for a pit stop, although he'll have the better tyres, but he is in traffic. So where's Kayla? He's not quite in position yet. So Summerus, yeah, will have the much faster tyres, but he's going to be really annoyed to be right in amongst this pack. Snowman with pretty terrible tyres, and Summerus is going to come up to him right in this, this section of corners, and he's having to wait. He's having to wait. He can't do anything there. And unless he can send it down the inside here, he's going to have to wait some more. Can you get the better drive out of the corner? Should be able to do that from there. Ooh, don't know. Kayla's stayed out. Joey has stayed out. So Summerus, I mean, oh, hang on a minute, he's on softs. Is he doing soft, hard? Or is that a mistake? That's got to be a mistake, because Scary Biker has done nearly half the race distance, and those tyres could probably go to the end if it wasn't for the pit stop. So I wonder if Summerus has made a mistake there and switched to softs and didn't mean to. It looks like it's going to be fuel limited, these strategies, though, because Scary has on dregs. Has he got maybe one more lap? Summerus wants to deal with him quick. Is he going to dive down the inside or cut back on the inside? No, again, he's just catching these cars in the wrong place. He's having to lift and lift. A couple of lifts through there. And because of that, and he's too close, he can't really send it down the inside. In fact, that was a nudge. And that means he's going to have to let Scary exit the corner in front. Joey is in. Kayla's still going, and that's why he's been short shifting, because he's going to string these tyres out. But that right front, is that even going to last the lap? If it goes even in one right hand corner, one left hand corner, which could even be the less double apex corner, he'll lose 5 seconds just in one corner. I think he might make it, though. So Scary's going to have to pit for fuel. Summerus, I think, has made a mess of his strategy, and he's punted Scary again, because he's so much better on the brakes, and Scary isn't. Tyre offsets. In fact, Scary, I think, is going to have to do a bit of short shifting here as well, because he is on fumes. So Kayla looks like his right front is going to last, but only just. He's got to pit this lap. Yep, he's gone for the tyre exit. So Scary still has Summerus all over him, but he's going down the inside and makes the corner. And oh, has he just run out of fuel? He's run out of fuel. Like, oh, that's going to cost him a fair bit of time. 2 or 3 seconds. Ran out of fuel. Yeah, 0 as he came out of that last corner. So Gear Kayla has taken a full tank and hards. So that tells me Summerus has made a mistake and accidentally gone for soft tyres. I mean, he might as well just rev the crap out of this car and go as fast as he can. Well, at that rate, he'd get fastest lap. Half a second up, that's a mid-27. Snowman will be pitting this lap, surely. He's had a good run. He's hunted around the bottom end of that podium. I think Gear Kayla is walking to this lead. Where is Scary? There he is. So what's he got? He's got loads of time behind Gear Kayla. He's like, well, he's battling with Grandad, but he's 20 odd seconds behind. So second a lap. It's 15 seconds, really, isn't it? What lap are we on? 11? No, it's not. It's only about 10. He might be able to make 15, but he lost loads of time in that battling, though, and that could even have been 5 seconds. So Summerus does set fastest lap. Snowman does come in. Gear Kayla resumes second. 10 seconds behind the lead, then. Maybe Summerus can eat. Yeah, he could, you know. What if he does 2 soft stints and then a really short hard stint? It'd be a short pit stop, be short fuel, be towards the end of the race. He'll have the tyre advantage on the hards because his hards will be in good shape. Gear Kayla's will be knackered. He's going to pull out on the softs here. He might have pulled a blinder strategy here. Does a 2-stop strategy actually work? Doesn't happen very often in Gran Turismo. See how that goes. Scary's on the faster tyres, so Gear Kayla is going to see Summerus pulling away from him and Scary Biker catching up, probably. Snowman out on the hard, so he'll be there to the finish. He'll be hoping, well, no one's going to run out of tyres, really, are they? At the top 4, top 3. Grandad's looking pretty good. He's going to go to the end. Smithy to the end on the hards. So most of these will be on the hards now. Oh, Ricky's been out on the hards for ages. He's going to have to pit this lap, though. Speedfreak and Chris on the hards. So Summerus has put another couple of seconds over Gear Kayla. 2 seconds a lap is handy. Oh, hits that curb, so you get it just a little bit wrong. So there'll be half a second down or more. A second. That's just hitting those curbs. Gear Kayla's still playing it safe. So I think Snowman and Grandad are going to be fighting each other. Snowman's at a penalty lap. And that must be that's a pit stop lap, that 154. Where's Grandad's pit stop? Oh, lap 8. Smithy and Joey together as well. Ricky's pitting. Out of fuel, yeah. It might have. Yeah, of course, Scary. He cost himself about I'll say at least 3 seconds run out of fuel. 2 corners too early. So Summerus is putting a lap on Chris. And I don't think. Oh yeah, Chris may well get in the way of Gear Kayla, so that may balance out. The 29s. Gear Kayla's going to be in the 30s. 10 minutes left. So Summerus needs to go on these tyres until he starts hitting the 130s, doesn't he? And do a short stint on the hards and hope Giacala starts to suffer on those hards, but I don't think he will. So, what's Scary doing in lap times? 28.5. Or, well, if you go right out there, it won't be. Steering assist works so well for going wide. Grandad has managed to take Snowman. I don't think we'll see where that was. Possibly into the last corner. And Smithy and Joey matching each other lap for lap. So where's that tyre advantage? It's a second at the moment. I think Summers can probably get another decent lap out, but what's that feel like? It's not good. Oh, he just missed that line. He touched that line, you're getting a penalty. So I reckon it's about 18 seconds for a pit stop. It'll be a short one though, he's not putting much fuel on. But Giacala is going to go through in the lead. And Summers is only just taking on fuel. And he's taking on too much, isn't he? Oh, well, that's not as close as it might have looked. In fact, Scary's going to be... Summers has come out of pits, so that's 8 seconds. Oh, it's 6 seconds. I thought it might have been more than that. It looked like it was going to be more than that, but that's the way the pit stops work in Gran Turismo. You just kind of teleport to the end of the pit lane. But 8 minutes... What's that? That's going to be... Oh, Giacala's going deep. He doesn't want to be doing that, though. That's going to lose him time under pressure. Fuel makes a difference. I think Summers has got too much fuel on board. Anyway, Giacala's lost 8 tenths. And it's come down another tenth. Oh no, it's gone up again. Different lap technique, probably. Let's have a look, see what else is going on in the meantime. Yeah, so Grandad pulling away from Snowman. Oh, Joey has managed to take Smithy somewhere. Oh, looks like Smithy got the chicane wrong. You get that chicane wrong, it costs you loads of time. So that may even be a bigger gap to have resolved that battle. Field spread towards the back. So Giacala's done a 31.3. Summers a 30.8, including getting out of the pits. And a 28.4. I think... Oh, it's a pity we don't have 10 minutes rather than 7 minutes. If I think we had 10 minutes, this lot would all concertina up. Now, mind you, Scary Biker's tyres might not last, wouldn't have lasted that time. Grandad's in the pits. He's doing 2 stops as well, isn't he? And he's now going to be attacked by Speed Freak, is he? A million miles apart. Chris has got Summers again. He's catching these cars in the wrong place. So he's muscled his way through there, though. I think Chris probably got out of the way as well. He keeps catching these cars, and that. What's he lost? He's probably lost about, I would say, at least 2 seconds catching cars in that section. Maybe even 3. And Scary, say he lost 3 seconds. Maybe running out of fuel on the last 2 corners. This could have been a battle which should have been a couple of seconds apart for all of them. Oh well. So Giacala hits the sausage curb. Summers rides that one and rides that one nicely. Oh, got Chris getting out of the way, I think. Scary's gone safe through it. Snowman a long way back, but looking pretty safe in 4th. What's 32.3 though versus 30.7. Looks like Joey might have been held up a bit by Smithy there. So Smithy not enjoying this Corvette as much as he did the SUV Peugeot thing, whatever it is, in the sprints. So that gap's holding around about 5.5 seconds though. So Summers does have better tyres, but say that difference in fuel of about 1/8 of a tank will make a difference in lap time. And with 4 minutes to go, Kayla's obviously got enough fuel here. So what's his lap time going to be? 30.4. And Summers 30 dead, but that's not fast enough. Scary's still in the still can do a 28, and he'll be seeing the gap come down to Summers. But again, we got 2 laps. He'll be on his tail, but I think that's all. It's all going to be about if someone makes a mistake. Yeah, Joey is still catching Snowman. They might come together before the end of the race. Smithy's pitting again. Soft tyres? Guessing so. Yes, dab of fuel. Looks like they managed to survive any possible rain. So, yeah, it's still 5.5 seconds, that gap. I think that might be a bit deceptive, but Summers should have been and needed to be quicker on these hards. He's got a tyre advantage, but don't think it's going to happen. And I'm expecting Scary's pace to start dropping off now. And he's going to have to do 2 laps on these softs. Get the lap times up. So he's nearly half a second quicker than Summers. I think that's it. I think that's where it's going to finish. But Snowman and Joey are going to battle briefly, because Snowman is all over the curbs on those hard tyres. So Joey is looking good for 4th. Snowman still looks safe for 5th though. Oh, Speed Freak's had an issue, and I think he's lost a place as a result. He has. Smithy was all over that exit curb. Will Speed Freak even make it on that fuel? He's just gone deep. Outbraked himself. Smithy up the inside. Done and done. Yeah, Chris has pitted again, hasn't he, for softs? Yeah, gap come down a couple of tenths. But I think, well, if that's a faster lap, that's not good from Summers. He should have, if he can do a 30.0 now, and a 30.0 a couple of laps ago, that's 1.62 seconds through inconsistency. Still not enough though, really. I think Scary's going to have to pootle round this lap. I think he needs to stick it in top gear and leave it there. He ran out of fuel last lap with that same sort of amount. So Joey, oh, he's got Snowman with him again, but Snowman's going wide. He's made a mistake somewhere, and he's done a 33 lap somewhere. if Scary runs out of fuel again on the last corner, he's in deep stuck. We'll see. So yeah, looks like Gear Kayla. So you could say he had the strategy, but I think he got a bit lucky, to be honest, because he's only got 3.5 seconds, and Somros lost a lot of time in traffic. Scary lost a lot of time running out of fuel. Anyway, Gear Kayla wins. Somros second. Scary is going to make the line with probably about 0.1 of a litre of fuel. And Joey and Snowman are going to still be in fighting distance with each other. Joey just needs to make sure he does a safe last corner. Yep, that's fairly good. Oh, not that safe though. Oh, he's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel. Bugger. Where did he run out? It was literally here, wasn't it? And no drive. Yeah, you can always tell it's 50 mile an hour. Ah. Got the corner right, he just didn't have the fuel in the car. And Grandad looks like he's out of fuel as well. How many people run out of fuel? There's 3 of them at some point in this race. We've got to wait for Grandad to pootle over the line now. And we've got 1 minute 15 seconds of watching him pootle round at 50 mile an hour. Should, if you run out of fuel, just grind to a halt and then retire. Rennsport does that, I think. Anyway, he's going to pootle over the line, out of fuel, but still doing 50 mile an hour. In 6th place. So yeah, I think if there wasn't the issues in traffic and fuel, these 3 would have finished nose to tail. But it is what it is. So Gear Kayla wins. Somros though got fastest lap, so that's actually equal points with Gear Kayla. So it's a good round, Somros. He's been on the podium every race, hasn't he? And he was already second in the championship, so it's good points. It's looking good for him. Scary third. Solid podium. Possibly could have been more. Ran out of fuel though at the wrong moment. Snowman fourth. Got lucky with Joey running out of fuel at the wrong moment. We got Grandad. He ran out of fuel. Smithy had to pit again, didn't he? 2-stopper, Speed Freak. Don't know. Ricky was a 2-stopper. I think Chris was a 2-stopper. So that was that. So same thing, same time next week. Different track. Don't know where though. But hopefully it should be as fun as, certainly for the sprint races, as it was today. Catch you there.